Thank you for being here for the 2016 Penfield 4th of July celebration. Tonight we have a couple of presentations, and I would like to start with our parade marshals. We're very fortunate in Penfield to have such a great partnership and relationship with the Penfield Fire Company, and they do so much for our community. We thought for their 175th anniversary that to be the parade marshals certainly was the right thing to do here. And so I would like to recognize the Penfield Fire Company as our parade marshals, and I'd like to read a proclamation on behalf of the town of Penfield. Whereas the Penfield Fire Company has faithfully served Penfield and the surrounding community for 175 years with strictly volunteer support. Volunteer support, absolutely amazing. The Penfield Fire Company's coverage area encompasses 30 square miles, including much of Penfield and a portion of Barrington, serving approximately 25,000 residents. The company first organized in 1841, 31 years after the town was founded, at a time when structure fires were prevalent due to the widespread use of candles for light, fireplaces, and wood stoves for heat. And whereas the most devastating fire in 1840, the loss of a 3-story brick high school academy, was the catalyst for the formation of the formal fire company. And whereas the company began with just a handful of members and one hand-drawn gooseneck-style engine purchased from the city of Rochester, with the town's people affectionately nicknamed Old Betsy, and whereas in 1910 the fire company purchased the old Penfield Seminary building in Penfield's Four Corners at 1838 Penfield Road and converted it into their first station, now known as Station 1, housing 2 hose carts and a ladder cart. And whereas the hand-drawn equipment continued to be used until a Hudson passenger car was donated to the company by a resident in 1921 and modified with firefighting equipment. The company's first fire truck was an American LaFrance purchased in 1929. And whereas in 1929 also brought the implementation of official bylaws and leadership to ensure the future of the Penfield Fire Company. And whereas after several decades of decline due to the part of the Great Depression and World War II, a population spike in Penfield in the 70s led to the second fire station being built on the town's northwest side, which still stands at 1760 Quattrell Road. And whereas the population continued to grow in the 80s, the Penfield Fire Company began to purchase specialized equipment such as ladder trucks, rescue trucks, and the first jaws of life-saving tool. Station 1's second large-scale modification was completed in order to accommodate all of the new equipment. And whereas at the turn of the millennium, a permanent third fire station was built in the southeast part of the town, and a third modification to Station 1 completed to move the truck bays to the east side of the building off in Penfield Road. And whereas the Penfield community is fortunate to have such a dedicated group of men and women who volunteer their time, and again, volunteer their time to help protect our homes, our businesses, and residents from devastation of fire, floods, landslides, cave-ins, and structure collapses, water problems, ice storms, and motor vehicle accidents. Now therefore be it resolved, the town board of the town of Penfield are grateful to the Penfield Fire Company's steadfast commitment to the safety and well-being of Penfield and the area residents, and be it further resolved that the Penfield Town Board with great appreciation bestows the honor of 2016 Parade Marshal to the Penfield Fire Company. And I'd like to recognize the Chief Mike Debris.
This here, sir, and you'll have this plaque as being part of the parade marshal. Awesome. I know you like to speak in front of groups. You interested in saying a few words?
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you want to say anything? No, I'm good. No, you sure? Okay.
We have a big round of applause for our friends from the Penfield Fire Company. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Linda Cole. I'm the Penfield Town Board, and I'd like to ask Don Alhart to come forward. Come over here. So this is something that our PR staff came up with. I know you've been parade marshal, you've gotten that, you've got your plaque and everything. and we wanted to help celebrate your 50th anniversary in broadcasting in some way. So a poem was written. As you know, Don likes to write poetry. He's a great poet. And so one of our PR people wrote this poem, An Ode to Don Alhart from the Town of Penfield, July 2nd, 2016. On the celebration of the birth of our nation, a bright spot we shine in our town. It's Don Alhart we cheer on the air 50 years. He's Wham's anchor of utmost renown. Every 4th of July, we can count on this guy to greet marchers in Penfield's parade. With a flourish and flair, this MC with white hair welcomes all with his voice smooth as suede. So it's thank you we say to Don Alhart this way. You're a man who always stands tall. Serving others each day is in your DNA. You set an example for all.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's great.
Now, we also have,
Oh, my goodness.
we have a little clock for you. So it's a little gift
Thank you.
in celebration.
Ah.
No, I know, you want to say something, right? Yes.
I'll have to say a couple of words. Although my granddaughter earlier, when she heard my voice coming out of the PA system at the parade, and she visited our house and said to Grandma, Grandpa was loud today. They actually chose to give me this award when the fire department was being honored because very few others than me remember that fire back in 1840. It was really something. But no, seriously, this means a lot. To get a poem, and I do love to share poetry when I can at events, so to have the tables turned on me and share a poem is the highest honor. It was probably 60 years ago that I first became acquainted with Penfield. I was in Brighton schools, and all of a sudden we were in the Penfield School District. And so from 7th grade on, Penfield has been in my blood and in my heart. When my wife Mary and I got married, we chose to live in Penfield and have been here now for 46 years of our married life. Our son John and his wife Val down in front, and our granddaughter Emerson also living in Penfield now when he came back. So there is something about this community that really does embrace everyone. So I will cherish this. I thank you. Thank you for showing up for our 4th of July celebration and the parade today. No town does it better than Penfield. Thank you.